this song back in 2015, February 5th to be exact. And I wrote it for one of the greatest men that I ever knew, my granddaddy Bill. We had just lost him 2 weeks prior to writing this song, and like everything in life, I expressed my feelings through lyrics and through music. And Granddaddy Bill was my guy. He was born and raised in the Bluefield area, West Virginia. Moved down to North Carolina when he retired. And at an early age, decided he wanted to join the military. Signed up for the Air Force to protect our great country. He got stationed all around the United States. Eventually, though, he made his way down to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and he got stationed down there. And Granddaddy Bill was a hard-working guy, but let me tell you, my man also knew how to have a good time. And one night when he was down there in San Juan, Puerto Rico, him and some of the guys in the Air Force decided they wanted to go on a blind date with some Puerto Rican ladies. See how that went. The way Granddaddy told the story was that the night went really well, because when he was dropping his date back off at her front door, he looked at her and he said, "You might not believe me, but one day I'm gonna marry you." And that Puerto Rican lady, she looked back at him just as romantic, and she said, "You are either drunk or you are crazy." And she slammed the door in his face and walked away. But he said he enjoyed himself in San Juan. We'll get back to that. Let me take you real quick to North Carolina. Granddaddy retired down in Pinehurst, North Carolina. And Pinehurst is like the golf capital of the world. The U.S. Opens, Ryder Cups, you name it, they've had it. And he was a ranger in one of those courses, meaning he'd ride around in the golf cart all day, making sure everybody's on time, having fun, all that jazz. And during the summers when I was out of school, I'd go down to Pinehurst and hang out with him. He let me ride around in the golf cart with him all day, and those are some of my most cherished memories with the guy. And it wasn't because of the golf, and it wasn't because I was out of school. It's because there's only room for 2 people in the golf cart. It was me, it was him. We'd ride around for hours on end, and he'd tell me stories about his life. He'd tell me jokes. He'd teach me life lessons. One time he let me use his driver to hit a ball, and I broke it and went to the lake, and he never let me hear the end of that one. But we had a lot of good times in Pinehurst. We finish up at the course. We go back to their house. It's hot as Hades in North Carolina. It's like walking into a bowl of soup, kind of like the night. It's muggy. And we go back to their house, and I always thought that they had the coolest granddaddy. They had a pool in their backyard. We'd go cool off, and thought I had the coolest granddaddy. He passed away at 86, but even until about 85 years old, my man was still jumping off the diving board in the backyard pool and doing a mean cannonball. 85, I mean, that's impressive. That's impressive. A lot of good summers there in Pinehurst, North Carolina. A lot of good summers. But real quick, let me take you back to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Remember the blind date and the lady that he met, the Puerto Rican lady that he said he was going to marry, and she said, "You are drunk or you're crazy." Oh, man. That lady's my grandma. I'm not 100% sure, but I'd say like 99.9% sure. I'm the only country singer over in Nashville with a grandma in the name of Paquita Rivera Guadalupe de Francesca McCreary. I'm just gonna throw it out there. And she's awesome. She's a little Puerto Rican spitfire. She don't take no crap from nobody, marches to the beat of her own drum, and I know it sounds like the start of a joke, a West Virginian and a Puerto Rican walking to a bar, but it's true love, y'all, 58 years of it. I'll still go back to Pinehurst today, and I'll talk to Grandma. It's been 3 years, but all she wants to talk about is Granddaddy, and she tells me stories a lot of times, 9, 10, 11 times over, but I'll always sit there and listen. One of my favorite ones she tells me is that for 58 years, they slept in the same double bed. For 58 years, the same double bed. And she said that was Granddaddy's idea, because he said, "Well, baby, if we get a king bed, I'll be further away from you every night, and I don't want that." Let me tell you, I'm about 3 months into this marriage thing, and I ain't doing that mess. I gotta sleep good at night, all right? King bed, 8 hours, every night. I work the night shift. I gotta sleep, all right? So that was true love, and the way I look at it is, if I can love you just half as much as my granddaddy Bill loved my grandma Paquita, I'll be doing something pretty dang special. So. But y'all, tonight, as we finish this song up, the coolest thing about this song to me as the artist and as the writer of this song has been hearing y'all's stories. I wrote it from my point of view, but the best thing has been hearing how y'all relate to it and who you're thinking of when you hear this song. And football games, softball games. I remember my last pitch when I played baseball. So tonight, as we finish up this song, what'd you say? We remember those folks, remember those times, and remember the good times we had with them, y'all. What you say? 86, my grandpa said there's angels in the room. With all the family gathered round, knew the time was coming soon. With so much left to say, I prayed, Lord, I ain't finished, just give us 5 more minutes. Time rolls by, the clock don't stop, and I wish I had a few more drops of the good stuff, the good times. All the things just keep on flying, right on by like it ain't nothing. I wish I had me applause button. Moments like those, Lord knows I did. Yeah, sometimes this old life will leave you wishing that you had 5 more minutes, just 5. Oh, 5 more minutes.